Like if somebody's doing a mini course that is on the subject of product X, make sure that you do a tag called product X mini course and tag everybody else in that case. So don't mix tags. That way just you have a uniform tagging system. And the value of this is that when you have these tags set up, you can create audiences that are dynamic across social media, not only on Messenger. So having a tag system in place is very, very valuable. So creating groups of tagging the same set of audiences will make it easier for you to talk to them differently compared to everyone else. Example, a set of group A, 2,000 subscribers are interested for product XYZ. Another set of group B, 3,000 subscribers are interested in product 123. You can talk to the group A about the things related to product XYZ and nurture them, then sell them. Same thing for group B, right? So for every possible action being taken inside your Messenger channel, should have a corresponding tag to it. For example, started a mini course equals add a tag, downloaded PDF guide, equals add a tag, click the product link, equals add a tag. You get the idea. Any action that somebody does on Messenger, on ManyChat, you have to obsessively tag them. Now, one thing that I would tell you is that don't be randomly creating tags. Make sure that you are actually using tags that are uniformly used in certain occasions. Like if somebody's doing a mini course that is on the subject of product X, make sure that you do a tag called product X mini course and tag everybody else in that case. So don't mix tags. That way just you have a uniform tagging system. And the value of this is that when you have these tags set up, you can create audiences that are dynamic across social media, not only on Messenger. So having a tag system in place is very, very valuable. Naming convention use two tags. First tag will be for the action taken, and second tag is for the group of audience. So what type of audience do you want to create? For example, here you see that that's the way it's going to look. I'm going to have John in a little bit show you guys how that looks live, how you're able to create an audience very simply by clicking a couple of buttons right within ManyChat. So what type of audience do you want to create? Custom audience, which is reach people who are already interacting with your business, or lookalike audience, reach people who are similar to your most valuable audiences. That's basically things that I covered on the Facebook Masters also. As you are growing your list and nurturing your audience, these subscribers are really warm and already trust your brand. Thus, creating a custom audience to retarget them will give you great results. ManyChat has upgraded the custom audiences section and has now been proven to have a high match rate. Okay, and we'll explain that to you some more. But in reality, what that means in short is that when you create an audience of people inside ManyChat that have interacted with your bot, with your Messenger channel, with your sequences, with your videos, with your PDFs or whatever, these people are easily located, matched across social media, Facebook and Instagram. And now you can build a real ecosystem that communicates from one place to the other seamlessly, right? And it's actually something that seems kind of like voodoo. For us that were marketers, we get how that works. For most people out there, they don't understand how they were just in Messenger and suddenly they open an Instagram and they see you again. They almost feel like it's destiny for them to be a part of your brand. And that's what you want to communicate. You want to communicate something that I like to name omnipresence, right? Which is a term that they've used in the Catholic Church and other religions, meaning the presence everywhere, right? Like God is described as omnipresent. He's present everywhere at all times. You want to also accomplish something similar to that. Obviously, nobody can do it as good as God can do it. Nobody will ever be able to do it like that. But in the social media world and the internet world, you can approximate omnipresence by making sure that you build these ecosystems in place in which you are in Instagram, in Facebook, in Messenger, in YouTube, in WhatsApp, all over these places. You are building this system that happens almost automatic in most places. And that's what you're trying to do. Okay, so results that I want to show you guys from our recent case study. I'm going to have John in a second show you guys all about it. And this is super, super cool because we walked first before we talked. All right. These are real screenshots, and we'll show you right inside the ad manager so you guys can see how it looks on our end, this screenshot going live. But you can see here that on the first column, it says ad set name. This is on Dr. Berg's account, which is one of our big clients, as you guys may or may not know. If you're not new, you know Dr. Berg is a big part of our agency. If you're new, well, just so you know, Dr. Berg is a big part of our agency. And we do a lot of the things that we show you guys are based on things that we test out through his account, in which he spends hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. And we spend it for him testing things out to get results. The most successful campaign that we have right now, the most profitable campaign at this moment, is the actual ManyChat custom audiences. Let me give you some examples. Like right here, we have about 12 of them here. You can see here that purchase conversion value on the first one, 6 purchases, $588 spent. So these people are spending about $100 a person. Cost per purchase, $14, $671 return on the ad spend. So for every dollar spent on ads, we're getting $671 back, right? So it gives you an idea on the power. And this next one, 18 purchases, $662. 8 purchases, $572. So again, right now we are obsessing over scaling this. Not only that, I don't know if you guys noticed the last column over here, Amazon purchase next to the last one, Amazon purchase Zone Tracker, Dr. Berg conversion value, crazy, but some people actually still jump to Amazon. A lot of people do, and they purchase over there. Now, we made them a very attractive offer on drberg.com. So we keep a lot of them there, but as you can see here, obviously we generate $21,000 on drberg.com, and then we did $300 on Amazon, but we're not even letting them know at all that we have an Amazon brand in this particular scenario here. $7,000 spent on this particular campaign, $21,000 conversion value so far. So almost $22,000 would you include the Amazon purchases, right? So now it's been very successful. We are scaling it. It's brand new. Things generally get better with time for us. So to get results like this, a free ROI, a ROAS, from the beginning of setting up all these funnels and all these audiences is very, very promising. All right. So we're going to talk about how to set that up. Next, I'm going to have 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗡 come in here right now and take over. 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗡, go ahead and come in and introduce yourself as usual and show them live on the ad account. All right. Let's just show them live on the ad account how that looks. You can actually just show them that section, and then let's show them the ads and how we set it up. And then we'll go from there. Let's do a live example of how we set this whole thing up. Okay. Go for it.
So the dynamic custom audience with Facebook ads retargeting only uses 2 platforms, which is, first one is your business manager under the ad section and your ManyChat. So here we are. I am currently showing the one that we had on the screenshot earlier. So just to go back onto the naming convention, W actually stands for warm audiences, because these are our warmest audience that basically had already engaged, consumed our content, has been nurtured multiple times inside Messenger. They already trust Dr. Berg, they know Dr. Berg, and they are pretty much into the products or the topics that Dr. Berg is teaching them. So each of this ad set is named according to the tag and product that is being promoted. For example, if we go to the 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗡 mini course and view the ad section, we are using post IDs. This post IDs already has a lot of engagement to it, comments, likes, shares. For example, in this one, we had 474 comments, 1,259 shares, and 500,000 views on the video itself. So imagine showing a content that everyone likes, and then it talks about a certain product that you are promoting to the right audience, would basically generate you great results. So how did we build or create these audiences and create the campaigns? So let's go first on ManyChat audience section. Right now, I have pre-selected the audience that I am showing you on this example, which is the ManyChat Keto mini course. So this is the audience list of about 233,000 subscribers. So that's your first thing that you have to do, is pre-select the audience. Now, how do you pre-select the audience? When you are building out a mini course or a lead magnet or a flow, for example, you have to include one main tag. The tag would be they did mini course, or for example, if it's a lead magnet, downloaded keto card lead magnet, any specific tag that would identify that set of audiences or groups that you want to retarget afterwards, you should put that at the very first step on your flow or on the button which takes them to the action. For example, on this one as well. And then on our mini courses and lead magnets, we usually have what we call an upsell. Since the user has already consumed the content, so they are pretty warm, we also have an upsell onto it, and we also add a tag on those upsells. Now, building out the audience would be going onto your growth tools section. Everyone now has access to this, which is the ads beta section inside your ManyChat, which you can actually create Facebook ads. But for this example, we are using it to create the custom audience. So if you don't have an ad or a campaign or a dummy test created, just go ahead and click on Create New Ad. Select the ad account associated with your Facebook page. And then you're going to either select a new campaign, select an old campaign, or create a new one. For this one, let's go ahead and create a new campaign. You have to go through this process every time you create an ad or a custom audience in ManyChat. So just create any type of campaign you want, create a new ad set. It really doesn't matter because you're only here to build out the custom audience. So under the ad set section, you will see the use custom or lookalike audience. Now in here, click on it. Then it usually takes a few minutes for you to be able to create the custom audience. It would be highlighted in blue. Then select Create a Custom Audience. Now let's name it Sample ManyChat Keto Mini Course CA. Now you want to have a standard naming convention as well. So once you are checking out which custom audience you want to use on a certain ad set, you would easily find them by a proper naming convention. So this is what my usual naming convention is, what platform it's coming from, what type of group of audience. And then you filter all the results. So you would only create the custom audience based on the tag, which is the ketosis mini course. And then wait for it to auto-populate, because if you have a very big audience, for example, like 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗡, it usually takes a few seconds for it to populate with a specific tag. As soon as it shows all the audiences that we have, which is still that 233,000, click on Create Audience. Now, as soon as you did that, and it saves the custom audience, it would automatically then populate inside your business manager.
So just to clarify, 233,000 people have been tagged as they have done that mini course.
Yes.
All right. So that means that it tells you the, just to emphasize on this, guys, we talked about this on the last lesson, but how powerful is it that out of 700,000 people, I've gotten about 30% of them to actually do that mini course, that one mini course. It tells you the value of adding content and making sure that your channel revolves around that. If you did not know, like this particular channel right here that you guys are looking at right now, why don't you open up a new window? We're working on now taking it to a next level, and let's show them this for a second. This is something that, again, you should be proud of, because we teach you guys how this whole thing is built inside and out. I can tell you that we are proud of it. Almost 700,000 people in it. This channel was the one that won the award on the ManyChat conference that had thousands of people in it. It won the award for what they call the most engaging bot. So what do we all want as brands? What do we want at the end of the day? We want engagement. So when I won that award, I mean, can it get any better than that? No, it tells you that what we're doing here is building a massive, massive channel of engagement that these guys right now, as we retarget them, They become such an important part of the ecosystem. These guys are super connected with our brand because we've done a really good job of providing value, of educating them, of putting them through mini courses, trainings, content. I can tell you that Dr. Berg doesn't create content for this channel. We actually all build it out based on his content, and we keep on expanding from it. But anybody, even if you don't have a face, a Dr. Berg style, you can actually create content like that. And we've done it over and over again for other brands. So that works. Create an engaging channel like that so you can have a massive audience of people that you can retarget somewhere else. All right. So just go back to that screen if you want, Donald, and keep on going through the process of creating the audience.
All right, so once you have created the audience, it would automatically load in here. If you view the business manager, it would actually also be at the very top. Let's go ahead and quickly refresh.
And once you get that audience set up and you get the rules in place, then you just keep on updating dynamically. And all you got to do is keep on bringing people in. That's the idea.
Yes. All right, so again, once the custom audience is created in ManyChat, it loads the data in here on the audience section. And if you go to this is the update that we mentioned on the slides earlier. Previously, it took ManyChat a few hours or days to fully identify and match the subscribers you have on the channel. Right now, it matches the data right away. So it will be populating or updating still on the back end, but right now we have 150,000 audience size out of the 233,000 we had earlier. So after a few hours, it would still grow and eventually catch up to the number we had in ManyChat. But as soon as you create the audience, you can easily then start your ads with a good amount of subscribers onto it. Now, our next step is to how to dynamically update this audience as soon as a new subscriber has been tagged by ManyChat. So that would be under the automation section. As soon as you create the audience, by the way, you can just easily abort this. You only use that section to create the audience. So on the automation section, go to rules. If you actually see this, we have a lot of rules that updates a specific custom audience. So everyone that is being tagged on our Messenger channel for Dr. Berg, which is pretty massive, we have a specific rule that updates a specific custom audience on Business Manager. So to dynamically update the audience, go ahead and create a new rule and name the new rule accordingly. So you
want to tell them what the ZT stands for?
ZT is the name of one of the assistants we had, 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡.
Exactly.
We do not names, so we know who set it up. So we can easily contact that person if in case we have any questions.
If there's an error, that's how we cut people's heads off.
Yeah. So on your new rule, again, use a naming convention. So it would be MC 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 mini course. TA. And then the trigger would be when the tag is applied to the customer or to the subscriber. And for the action step or the action for that rule, you would only trigger this once per user. So it would only populate it once as soon as the user is tagged. It's not necessary to trigger it multiple times. It's going to be the same data. And then select Facebook custom audience as the action. Once you have selected that, you have to select again the ad account that you want it to be connected to. So Dr. Berg, and also the custom audience that we had created. All right, so that's it. Just go ahead and click save. Save your rule and activate. Now, moving forward, anyone that would be tagged with the ketosis mini course would be automatically added to our custom audience that we can use on our Facebook ads.